What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew? This is Ball Hawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
All right, well, greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. I am your host once again, Dan Thornton, and I want to thank you for joining me here today. Hey, middle of the afternoon or almost noon Eastern Standard Time. Figured I'd get a little bit of an extra show out for you guys since I had a little bit of free time. But hey, we've all been talking about it since the start of the season, that the Detroit Lions, they might not just beat you once, but they're the team that beats you twice, because you face them one week, we beat you. Now in the following week, you might end up being on the wrong side of that game from the week before. We all get it. They're an incredibly physical team, and it does seem like there is a lot of corroborating evidence. The Detroit Lions put tons of pressure on teams to be as physical as they are. What does that mean? Sometimes that physicality is leading to a lot of lull, a lot of down in performances. We saw it with the Rams. We took the Rams into overtime. Then what happened the very next game for the Rams? They got mauled, destroyed. Whatever you want to say, it didn't go well for them against the Arizona Cardinals. So that started this thing. Now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they gave it their all. They did everything they could, and they did get a win against us, and not taking anything away from them. But what also happened to the Bucs the following week? They faced the Denver Broncos, a team that Vegas thought, man, this should be a blowout win for the Bucs. And the Bucs, they got thumped pretty good. So we go on from that to the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks, as we all know, hey, they didn't do so well. And I did leave out the Arizona Cardinals, so I'll get them. But you get it. Whether it's the Arizona Cardinals or whoever it is, if you face the Detroit Lions, you're probably looking at not just losing that potential game, but your team's probably so beat up you're going to lose the following game. So I thought it was interesting that NFL Network even addressed this. Let's bring the clip on, let you guys see it, and go from there and get your thoughts before we go over to the Duke Crew comments. Real quick, though, before we do, if you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. Also, if you got a half second of time, it's free of charge. Hit that thumbs up button, that like button. All right, give me a second here, guys, while I get this all queued up and play. And, we'll just let you guys take a little bit of a listen in here.
Yeah, and I think the Steelers took CeeDee Lamb out, but it feels like Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions take everybody out for the next week's game.
Hey, I've been on this for like a month now. I've been like, is this a pattern? Yes, it's a pattern. The Rams played. They got crushed by Arizona the next week after they played Detroit. Same thing with the Bucs. The next week they played Denver. They're supposed to beat Denver. Denver beats them up. Been beating a lot of people up. Arizona, same thing, got beat up by Washington. And Seattle's supposed to run away with that game against the Giants. Yeah, I know they're going through some growing pains on defense with new scheme, but they lost that game as well. There is a Dan Campbell hangover. The way they play, the physicality with which Detroit plays. Now on both sides of the line, you got DJ Reader, Aleem McNeil, Hutch, all those guys, and the secondary. They're physical. Yeah, like they're trying to get people back there. So there is a hangover that comes with playing this team. It happened with the Niners a couple years ago. Every team that played the Niners struggled the next week.
Yeah, I think it's sometimes not necessarily how good the team is, but the style in which they play. And the Detroit Lions right now, they're both, right? They know how to win football games, but they play with the level of physicality that can wear on you for the next week. But it's not just about offense and defense. It's a three-phase game. And so when we come back, Coach Belichick is going to take us through some of the best field goal blocks, not only of this week, but in history. And we finish with
all right, you guys get it. Sorry, I probably let that clip go a little longer, but hey, you get the idea. The fact that this is starting to shed light and get the attention from NFL Network along with the national media, I think that's a big shout out to the Detroit Lions, because you know what? Teams start believing it after a while. Lions go out this week and they beat the Dallas Cowboys, and then the Cowboys lose the following week. You know what? Hey, you've now done it 5 straight times, whatever. Teams are going to start believing it, and teams are probably going to have to start making some business decisions when you face the Detroit Lions. If you're not an NFC North team, do you say, hey, we might want to rest a few guys here to try to keep them preserved for more meaningful divisional games? And I'm not coaching each team in the NFL, so I can't speak to that, but I know that teams start believing it. Something happens repeatedly enough, people start believing the folklore, start adding more life to it and other layers to it. So I'm not gonna make this a long video. I would ask anybody watching, stick around to the end of the video. Oh, I want to see. I've made a new end of the video, I guess you could say. I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. If you guys have ever seen a particular movie, this will probably pop out to you and resonate. Hopefully, you guys have a little fun with it. I try to have fun with the show. Hey, man, good morning, Dan the man. Woo! And back at you. Drums. Woo! I hope you guys are having a good one. Big Eddie, it is real. I believe so. So far, hey, it's happened with every team. It's hard to discredit it at this point. Hookadoo, good almost afternoon, coach. What's up? Hey, well, now hopefully you caught the opening monologue and stuff, so let me know your thoughts. Walt, good morning, coach and Duke crew. Woo! And same to you, Clark. Woo! Everybody's wounded up here. Troy, let's see, Dan, I am a real estate broker. Just left a listing where all the copiers piping were stolen. No way, man. Well, who the heck would steal that? I don't know. But hey, sorry to hear about all that, man. I'm about ready to go to a big closing. I guess I got about 2 more hours. That's why I wanted to fit this in now. Brian, what do you got? Good morning. Good almost noon, excuse me. Exclamation point. Woo! And same to you, Brian. Hey, man, I'm so glad you heard my buddy Robert Yankee is safe. Yeah, he was on this morning. I've talked to all my friends who rode it out, I guess, in Texas. Oh, excuse me, not Texas, Florida. And so far, they're all saying that they're okay. Yes, there was some wind damage, this, that, and the other thing, but it does sound like Florida, for the most part, it wasn't as bad as they had feared. Still bad, don't get me wrong, but not as bad. Garrett, holding true so far. I would agree with that, 100% with that. See, want to fuck you? I can't wait for the next month to end, so I'm sick of all these political. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. You guys get it, man. There's just no way around it. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing you guys can do. It is everywhere. Let's see, Michigan man. After Sunday, Dallas will be forever known as the Dallas Cowtards. There we go. I'll go with that. And good thought with that. Let's see, Sarge, what do you got? Grit is real, and the secret to winning. Woo! Yeah, we are a physical team, and we are beating teams up pretty heavily. They are feeling it. Matthew, thumbs up. Love Lions football. Hey, I finally figured that out. Hey, man, grit. Nothing but grit with our Lions. Can I get a Sheila Woo? You want a Sheila Woo? You know what? I'll give you a Sheila Woo. 1, 2, 3. I gotta find it. The pressure was on to find it. All right, Walt, hit that thumbs up button for Dan and the Duke crew. Yes, indeed, 100%. All right, guys, I'll go ahead and get out of here. If you're watching this on the non-live, just let me know your thoughts about it. Is the hangover real? If it happens where the Lions win this week and then Dallas goes out and loses the following week, hey, like I said earlier in the show, I think that just adds more evidence and it's going to start getting into team psyches. All right, I'll go ahead and get out of here. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Also, if you would be so kind, hit that thumbs up button, that like button. Other than that, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know what you think of this new exit video. You're still here? What are you doing here? It's over. The show's over. Go home.